G'day and welcome back to the new studio, the new RC Model Reviews filming studio, where it's all looking pretty damn good, to be honest. Look at it, it's so white, so clean, so pure. That's partly because I put 5 coats of paint on these walls, 5 coats of paint to get the pure white that I wanted to get maximum reflection and all clean and clinical. Also, down the other end there, I've got 116 watts of fluorescent lighting, 2 5-foot tubes, which are 6500K, that's cool daylight, which is a really bright white light, which is great for when you're trying to work on an electronic workbench and things. You can see stuff really good, really good. Not so good for filming though, because the problem with that is it's not very spectrally pure. It means there's bits of the color spectrum missing. If you were to put it on a graph and sort of have infrared here and ultraviolet there, instead of being a nice smooth line, it's all up and down, bounce around. So when you might hold something up and the reds might be too muted and the greens might be too bright because the colour isn't properly pure. Now, up this end, however, I have some really spendy fluorescent tubes, 2 5-inch tubes, 5-foot tubes, and they are what they call high spectral purity, and they are 5000K, which means they're a bit cooler, sorry, a bit warmer. They're more like a sunny day than a cool day. So these ones means that when I do my videos down here, hopefully all the colours you see on screen will be a very accurate match for the colours in real life. And I mean, those tubes, $2 each. These tubes, $20 each. It's a big difference in price. But, you know, if you're going to go to the trouble of building a little studio like this, you might as well do the lighting properly. And I've got some freestanding floor lamps, which I'll be using to make all the shadows disappear and everything. So, yeah, it's working out really well. Now, so I've got the lighting up, I've got the painting done. Flooring, I can't afford the really rich, luxuriant shag pile chocolate carpet, I'm afraid. Nah, she's really cheap industrial rubber mat flooring, which doesn't look too bad, but you know, I had a bit of trouble getting it because they had blue, green and grey, and yeah, I wanted grey because it's colour neutral, but no, they didn't have any grey. They only had red or green and blue, so I had to get the grey from out of town and then use tape to put it on the floor. You just stick it to the concrete floor because it's real cheap and easy. No, we don't have any tape. Shelving over here, putting shelving up over my electronics bench. Yeah, you get the vertical runners and the little tabs that slot in, you put the shelves on. Simple, everyone has that, right? Yeah, so I go to the local hardware store, the local hardware chain. It's an Australasian-wide chain, a big store, big chain. And I say, oh, I'd like some of these. There's only one over there, you know, can you get me some more of the little tongues? Oh no, they don't make them anymore. Oh, what do you do? So it's taken a lot longer than I'd hoped to get this place together because I'm in a small town and everyone has nothing. And when you want stuff, you've got to get out of town, got to go out of town to get it. So, never mind. Even these tubes up here, these had to come from, I don't know, 100 kilometres away. But I've got a whiteboard too, which is really great because what I'm going to do coming up, starting this week, because all I have to do is screw that board to the wall, so it doesn't matter what else happens, I can do these whiteboard videos. A theory of the technology that we use in this hobby. Now, I did one on my XJet channel about theory of flight, how aerofoils work and create lift, and that was very popular, and a lot of people said, hey, we want more of this kind of stuff. Now, on this channel, on the RC Model Reviews channel, I did the antenna gain video. It shows you how antennas create gain and the theory behind that. So I'm going to do more of these videos on a regular basis. Maybe we'll have Theory Thursday. Every Thursday I might do a theoretical video, which I'll go to the whiteboard and I shall draw the diagrams and explain to you, hopefully in very simple and straightforward terms, how some of this complicated stuff works and how some of these magical things like aerodynamics work. And so, you know, something to look forward to, I hope. But in the meantime, here's the update. You know, I just wanted to update you, let you know that, you know, I haven't fallen asleep and whatever. I have been working really hard, but because I'm not an electrician, I'm not a painter, I'm not a builder, it takes me 3 times as long to do something as it takes a professional. So that's why things take so long. And also when I want stuff, it's not here. I've got to go out of town to get it. So there you go. Just a little update, keeping you going. Now, comments, questions on the bottom as usual. If you like the video, thumbs up. Hopefully more people will find it that way. And to be honest, I've spent more money than I should have on this. It was going to be a couple of walls in my workshop and some paint and there we go. But the way it's turned out, you know, you get so far and you think, well, I might as well do the job properly and whatever. So it's actually cost me a snot load more than I'd hoped. So if you've got some spare coin, nothing else to do with it, go to the rcmodelreviews.com website, which, as it happens, is at rcmodelreviews.com, and you'll see on the top left corner on the left hand column there's a little donate button. If you'd like to donate, then that money will go straight into paying some of the bills that I've racked up to build this and hopefully bring you better videos. Now, outside it's really cold, it's wet, it's windy, it's actually raining. But in here, it's like a summer's day. So finally, at long last, I have my dream has come true. I can now make videos all year round, regardless of the weather. I can make them at midnight if I want to, because in here, it's actually brighter than outside. It's brilliant. I love it. So now I've got no excuses not to bring you the regular videos that I promised you. There's no excuse for not doing stuff. So I will be doing it. And as I say, a little bit of work to be done, a little bit of a table here for the demonstration showing you stuff. The build table goes there. This is exactly where I'm standing. It's outside now. I've got to drag it in, just put it in there. The electronics workbench, I'm just putting some final coats of blonded polyurethane on the top to make it nice and smooth and doesn't get all stained and dirty. And some PowerPoints, the carpet, we're done. Woo. So stick with me. And this week, we'll start rolling out those videos, starting with the flaps, the theory video on flaps. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned. Now I've got stuff to finish. See you later.